Let's go! The Los Angeles Rams became the first team in NFL history to enter their bye week with a losing record and make the playoffs in consecutive seasons because they did it last year and they did it this year. They're also just the 14th team in NFL history to make the playoffs after starting 1-4. Round of applause. Ramley and other NFL family. Hello, my name is Pale Time. You're a Canadian Rams fan. And in this video, we're talking about the Los Angeles Rams becoming the NFC West Champions for 2024. They clinched it in one of the weirdest, strangest ways to experience, in my opinion. I've never really experienced that as a football fan. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about just a little bit what it looks like. You know, we won't know the full playoff picture till the end of next week, but we're excited to get into it with you all. Feel free to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Trying to get to 4K. We're almost there. So if you think I'm worthy, feel free to give me a sub. So the Rams PR department tweeted this out. Again, it's incredible. Think of all of NFL history. The Rams are just the 14th team to go 1-4 and then have the resilience to make it, to win their division, right? Not just make the playoffs, but win their division. And again, you look at some of the other teams that were a one-win team back at that time, and they didn't win too many more games after that, right? So for the Rams to do what they did, it speaks a lot to the character of the players and the coaches. And I appreciate this season so much for what it is. There's been some ugly wins, and there's been some wins with some style to them. But ultimately, it's been a wild roller coaster ride, as they say, that is being a Rams fan. Quentin Lake, he tweeted out, "This aids beautifully," and I love this tweet. Back on October 6th, he said, "We will be back and better after the bye. Thank you for all the support, Ramley." Well, Quentin Lake, thank you for balling out. Well done. Peter Strager at the NFL Network said the Rams needed help from the Commanders, Bills, and Vikings today. They got it all. And said former Rams Dante Fowler had 2 sacks for Washington in their win. Von Miller, former Ram, had a sack for the Bills in theirs, and Cam Akers had the game-sealing catch for the Minnesota Vikings in theirs. LA clinches the NFC West. Yes, Cam the Ram, thank you. Thank you to all the former Rams. Thank you so much. We'll talk more about that. Michael Hoyt, Canadian Ram, tweeted out this picture with those great hats. I'm going to try and get my hands on one of those. I like it. That's a nice looking hat, but he's looking really determined and serious. And yeah, just lots of reaction from Rams players and people saying so many things. I love this. This is probably my favorite one here by Los Angeles Rams social media team. Not done yet. And they got this nice looking NFC West Champions right there. Oh, love it. This is for my own personal amusement because I've gone back to this website several times throughout the year, playoffstatus.com. So let's do the math. Oh, yeah. The Rams have a 100% chance of making the playoffs because if it has this little ticker thing, it means that they're going to have a better spot than that. So the Rams have no chance of not making the playoffs. Awesome. Praise the Lord. And if you look, the Seahawks have a 100% chance of not making the playoffs. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, the Rams have a 72% chance at the number 3 seed and a 28% chance at the 4 seed. I guess it will depend on, the Buccaneers. They are at 9-7. If they win next week, I guess there'll be tiebreakers there, that sort of thing. So interesting dynamic to it. The Rams look to play either the Commanders or Packers, which is really interesting because the Lions and Vikings are going to play for the number 1 seed, which is crazy that they're both that many wins totals here. But if the and they'll play the 7th seed, which will either be the Commanders or the Packers. No, sorry. The Eagles will play either the Commanders or Packers. That's what I mean. Yes. And then the Lions would play either the Buccaneers or the Falcons. But I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure it's likely going to be the Buccaneers. So Lions or Vikings play the Bucks. And then the Rams will play either the Commanders or Packers. At this rate, it's looking like the Commanders have the edge there. So the Rams will be playing rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, and the Commanders. I'm curious to see the reaction from the rest of, there's always that fun thing when your team makes the playoffs, and there's always those teams that people are like, oh yeah, like I want that team, or I don't want that team, right? I am of the mindset of I don't care who the Rams play. This Rams brand of football can steal wins from anyone because it's clunky. It's kind of a Indiana Jones swashbuckling adventure. Every Rams game. That's the best way I can describe it. And I think that whether the Rams play the Commanders or the Packers, I think if they keep playing, this kind of football that they've been playing, they have a shot at winning it. They might have a shot at losing too, but I think this Rams team has a good chance of doing something wacky, weird, and wonderful in the playoffs. So I'm excited for it. Just describing this NFC West title win, and I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below on this. So Sunday, rewind. The Rams on Saturday beat the Cardinals. Kelly Weatherspoon's interception. Statistically, it looked like they were going to win the division. Need some help with strength of schedule tiebreaker, which is crazy that it went to the strength of schedule tiebreaker. But I digress. And then, so I actually Sunday afternoon, I went on a long hike, and I just had like Red Zone on my phone playing, and I was just kind of tracking the games. And then I later in the evening, I hung out with some friends and played some board games, and we had the games on in the background and just getting updates. And it's just such a weird way for and I'm talking from a fan experience. I couldn't imagine a coach or a player experience or an executive of an NFL franchise, because you're like scoreboard watching, and they're kind of forced to be fans of other teams to clinch the division. But yeah, it was just a weird way to experience your team winning, because normally if your team wins the division, it's after a game, a hard-fought win, or they win a game and then they have to watch another game, and you see them in the locker room together and they all we won, right? I'm curious what the Rams do to celebrate this. I'm sure they'll do something fun. The Rams social media team has been crushing it this year, so excited to see what they do for this, or they have one big Zoom call or something. But definitely, you can celebrate the NFC West for a little bit. We as fans a little bit longer, probably a couple months, because that's your division rivals, and Seahawks, Niners, and Cardinals. You're not in the playoffs. Have fun, and doing your thing, starting your draft prep. But as for the Rams, they still got football to play. And so I love that Sean McVay, he said in his presser yesterday, they started working yesterday as preparing because they don't know the schedule. They might play on Saturday. With their game against the Seahawks not really meaning anything, I expect them to my prediction is they'll just be in kind of that 4 p.m., 1 p.m. Second window next Sunday. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll be hosting a watch party for it, though. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm so excited about this win. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's all the good words. And the Rams are NFC West champions, baby. Let's go. Let's and I think that we're not done yet. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. Trying to get to 4K. As always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams. Woo! On to the playoffs.
Thank you very much.